Get off the stage, man. You in your show business. What's going on, big boys and big girls? It's your boy, Big John from Bodyforward. And today I want to talk about something interesting. And yes, you see all the holes ripped in this shirt. Some people pay good money for this vintage shit. And this is natural. This didn't come from a store. This is 10 years in the making right here. This is one of my favorite workout shirts. Look at those fucking moth holes in this bitch. People pay good money for that. Anyways, that's not my whole point. I want to talk about a type of method in training that people do to get the best results possible. I want to talk about periodization. And a lot of times you hear that word, a lot of people throw that word around. You hear coaches throw that word around. You hear regular people in the gym throw around, oh, I'm on my periodization. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm on my period. But they throw these words around, and a lot of people don't know what it is, so I just want to break it down a little bit to let you guys know. First off, it's determined, a period is basically switching variations of volume with intensity. So you're switching with how much of the weight you're using, sets, reps, time intervals, with the amount of intensity, the amount of load you're putting on the weight. Are you loading the bar, you're putting it heavier, or you're putting less on there, and how does it work? Well, we all know from what I just told you that it's intensity and volume, but it's the variations of it, and it's through 3 cycles normally. It's a macrocycle, which is usually a whole year, Mesocycles that are around like 12 weeks, and then you have microcycles that are shortened by like 4 weeks. So the way it usually works, you have all these cycles in that one big macrocycle usually. So you can see how confusing this shit it gets. It gets crazy. But if you're talking about regular progression, a regular periodization method, it's called a linear progression. And this is a classic conditioning. This means you start off with, let's say, 12 to 15 reps and a lighter load that you can use, a lighter amount of weight that you can push up. And then after the first week, then you use a little bit lesser reps, maybe like 8 to 12, and you're going to load the bar up a little bit more. Then the next week, you're going to add more weight to it and do maybe 6 to 8 reps. Get what I'm doing right now? And then the next week after that, you're going for peak power. And you're going to put 3 to 5. You're going to use 3 to 5 reps. A rep range of 3 to 5 with heavier weights. So essentially, you're doing more volume with less weight. And at the end, you're going to finish up with more weight and less volume. Basically. So basically you're trying to peak. You're trying to reach your peak, and then you're going to rest, and then you repeat the cycle over with a little bit more weight to start the cycle than you did for the previous cycle. So you're constantly progressing the weight. That's the whole method behind that. Now the whole point of that is to reach a peak. Now there's also reverse linear progression, which is designed for endurance. So basically, you start heavy and then you work your way back, and that's supposed to build up endurance. Now there's also non-linear progressions where it goes by the week itself. So you would let's say have on throughout the week on a Monday, you'd work out maybe 12 to 15 reps at a regular set of weight. Then on Wednesday you would do a moderate amount of reps, like maybe 8 to 10, and then you would load a little bit more weight on the bar. And then Friday you would do a heavier set, like 6 to 8 with more weight on it. And then on Saturday, you might just do like a plyometric type training. So it's non-linear in the fact that you don't have that nice set of progression. You're just putting basically everything in at one time. You're putting in the strength, power, muscularity, speed all in one shot, basically. You're combining everything at once. Now, is one superior than the other? No, not really. They all have their roles, and it depends upon what you want to get to. If you want peak power, a classical periodization linear progression is good. If you want to get the endurance, the reverse one is good. Overall, the nonlinear is very good. And then you have nonlinear progressions that are not structured. It's just how you feel. So there's many different types of training. The only thing is you're trying to change different aspects of the workload just so you can force your body to adapt to different stimuli, because that's how we grow muscle, that's how we grow strength, that's how we get speed, that's how we get endurance. We have to keep activating our neuromuscular system so that we can keep adapting, and that adaptation is going to get us stronger and faster. So that's all it is. It's designed for just adaptation. As always, I hope this helps. I know I got a college cock on you right there. If you need any help with this, you know where to reach me. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Don't forget to go to the greatest website in the world, and it is the greatest website in the world, www.body-forward.com. Download that free nutrition report, and I'll see you next time.